it's Renee and welcome back to True Lunar Nights. It's really nice to be back. Let's just get started for this reading. I'm going to be talking about the changes coming up in your career. So this will be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, so I'll see you at your pile. Okay, pile 1, let's talk about what's happening in your career. Okay, the Page of Swords is the youngest card in the Swords court. What the Page of Swords lacks in wisdom and experience, he more than makes up for in action. He's willing to put both feet on the ground and actually do the work. He's also passionate and enthusiastic. He's idealistic and has this fresh perspective on things because he's a beginner. Now, this energy could just be coming from you yourself, or it could be coming from other people towards you, helping to usher you into this 9 of Pentacles energy. Abundance is arriving to you one way or another. It doesn't have to be financially. It can be that with this Page of Swords, you're willing to take this action. You're having faith in regards to where you're being led. He has this dutiful look on his face. I feel like he looks like he's filled with purpose for me. And I feel like this purpose, having purpose makes us feel grounded, and it makes us feel confident, and it makes us have faith in regards to where we're going. So the abundance you could be receiving is in confidence and in faith. But it's actually not going to end there. It is still going to lead to your success in a very financial manner. It just might not start there. The abundance you might be receiving now may just be an energy and clarity and purpose, but it will end you at this 9 of Cups place, and you know that. So there is financial abundance coming to you, because I get such a big feeling of duty with this card. It's like he wants to do what's right. You might also be in a field where it could be law, or you could be a counselor of some kind, or it's just counselors right here. I feel like you're in a field where you feel like you're very needed, and that what you do is very valuable, very important, and you take it very seriously. And if not, you are going to move into a field of that nature because it's something you needed. It's something that you need. I feel like your emotions are also very connected to your finances. When you're not, they sort of feed into one another a bit, because if you're doing something, I feel like you need to be doing something where you feel like it's purposeful. I feel like if you don't have a job where you feel a deep sense of duty, it's going to like feed into your emotions, and not in a very good way. With this depression card, I feel like if you don't feel useful, if you don't feel like you're doing the right thing, there's something about like righting wrongs and doing the right thing that really makes you feel like you're in alignment. And it's because that's where you're supposed to be. There's also something with this past life lesson here that makes me feel like there is a lesson that came into this life with you from a past life, and you finally learned that lesson, and you're leaving a cycle behind. Money is going to be easier for you to earn now. If like money was harder for you to earn before, it's going to feel easier, and that's because you're going to be happier with what you're doing. And even more than happy, I really just want to say dutiful. I really want to say like you feel like you belong where you are. Or if you're not in a field yet where you feel like you belong, where you feel like you are righting wrongs, doing the right thing, you will be in that field soon. If you aren't, don't worry. There's going to be some sort of divine intervention either way. Here I can see that. To make sure that you end up in a field where you, oh my gosh, I see, it's not here in these careers, but I see like firefighter, I see policeman, I see lawyer, I see like counselor, therapist, I hear litigation, judge. And it doesn't have to be, you could seriously be the judge of beauty, like beauty pageants. Maybe you grew up and you were in beauty pageants a lot, and the way the judges criticized you, it was unfair and made you feel picked apart. And you want to like bring some justice back into judging beauty pageants. So it doesn't have to be in a lawful manner, but those are some of the positions that I see for you here. And you're being called to have faith with this advice card. Things are always working out for me, because there really is going to be some divine intervention here. So if you, like I said, if you are not in this field yet where you feel like there's purpose to what you're doing, you feel very dutiful, you know exactly where you're going, and you know it's going to lead you to prosperity. And the prosperity starts with this confidence and this clarity and this faith in your path, and this feeling of home, like you belong where you are. And it's also going to end in financial prosperity, like I said. So this is all coming to pass for you if some of it hasn't come to pass yet. And even again with this emotional spending, I feel like your emotions are very connected to your financial life. So you might find yourself spending more when you aren't feeling good to make yourself, to bring some happiness and joy back into your life. And this can be okay. I won't say don't make emotional purchases. I would just say to make sure you have a budget for emotional spending. So if you know, like this is your pattern and you're in that space right now, maybe you could set aside $50 a month for emotional spending, and you can buy small things that make you feel good and make you happy. Maybe it could just be food. Maybe it could just be ice cream on Saturdays, or maybe it could be like going to the movies, or maybe you spend the $50 all in, all in one piece on a shirt or a skateboard or something that really makes you feel happy. So I wouldn't say it's like don't emotionally spend. Just make sure you give yourself a budget so you don't put yourself into financial ruin. We wouldn't want that. So that is what I'm getting for you, Pile 1, and I hope that helped. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's get started and talk about the changes that are going to be occurring in your career. There might be changes that are occurring now, or changes that will occur in the near future. Okay, so first we have here the Page of Pentacles. He is very studious and enthusiastic, and he allows his intuition to guide him. With the Page of Pentacles, the thing that you have to be careful of is to make sure you're not skipping steps with anything in regards to whatever decisions you're making towards your career, and also that you don't get ahead of yourself. Because he is the youngest court card in the Pentacle suit, he can sometimes leap before he looks. Or like I said, get ahead of himself and maybe make hasty decisions because he hasn't thought things through clearly. For the Page of Pentacles, this is really about studying, gathering information, and using your enthusiasm in that area. And this doesn't mean that you don't take action. It's just that you don't get ahead of yourself. For instance, let's say you buy an IKEA table and you start to put it together, and you decide to, and you're following the steps like in order, and you decide to skip step 5 and 6, skip reading step 5 and 6 because you don't feel like you need to. You feel like you know where these screws go, and you end up creating a table that's wobbly. So it's Like, sure, you have this table, but now it's moving from side to side and it's not sturdy. I mean, the one thing that a table should be. So this is about gathering information, creating a plan, and then executing that plan step by step, which takes a little while, you know? It's like there's this journey that you're just starting. And with this new job here, I can see that you are starting a new journey. The Seven of Pentacles is about, sure, there's more work to be done, but it's about taking some time to appreciate what you've accomplished thus far. So it looks like you're getting a new job here, a new job is in store for you, or you do actually have a new job. And it's about taking the time to like really sit. Of course, there's more work to be done. Don't worry, you're gonna learn along the way. Because I do see that there's some fear here with this new job. And I'm also like, I'm getting like, am I capable or am I like good enough? You are good enough. If you weren't, you wouldn't have been hired. So stop that thinking right now. Just stop that train of thought. And when you are feeling this fear, lean into all of the hard work that you did to get noticed, to get qualified for this position, and to get this position. This is really about taking stock of what you've earned with the Seven of Pentacles here. There's always going to be more work to be done. This is about acknowledging the work that you've put in and what you've accomplished. And take the time to celebrate that. Go out with your friends, have a drink, go do something you love, take some time to relax. Spa days are coming to mind. Go get a manicure, go get a pedicure, go get a massage. Like really congratulate yourself on what you've done this far. And it's going to help give you the energy to keep pushing because there is more work to be done. But this gives me like this feeling that you may not have had a job in a long time. This fog gives me a feeling like they may have not had a job in a long time. And if this isn't the case where you haven't had a job in a long time, this could be a case that you're coming straight from school and you might feel overshadowed with all of the experience that your peers have. But you have to start out somewhere. And you did good enough. You're good enough because you wouldn't be here if you weren't good enough. So this could be someone who's working again after, I'm getting like a mom who's been home with the kids for a few years and now she's working again and she's feeling a little bit insecure in regards to like all of the things she's missed while she's been away. I'm getting like students going from being a student to actually having a job, and I'm just getting people who may not have worked for a while and now they're entering back into work. I'm getting like with the financial relief here, that could be another reason for the fear, like you really need this money and you don't want to mess it up. There's nothing you can do to mess it up. You are qualified. I'm getting allow yourself to have peace. Like allow yourself to, you might be a person who never allows yourself to celebrate what you've accomplished because your sight, your vision is now aimed straight towards the next milestone in your life. And you're really being asked to sit in this and celebrate this. This cutting corners thing is really taking me back to this Page of Swords where I said, really don't cut corners. Like if you have a work day and you know you're supposed to be going from 1 to 10, don't skip 7, don't skip 8, don't skip 5. Don't skip it because you've done it for a few days or you've done it for a few weeks and you feel like you can come back to it. This is really about like going by the book. I'm getting going by the book with this job. Like going by the book. And this might not be the case. This might not be something that you have to do, you know, like a year from now. But for now, you should be going by the book and taking each step one at a time. One at a time. I'm getting, you don't have to rush, you don't have to move so fast. I'm also getting like this fear and this worry could be draining your energy. So really try to do things throughout the day to help calm yourself. If you have a desk job, maybe you could get some an oil diffuser. If you can, if that's too much for the people around you, you could get essential oils for yourself and like just place some essential oil right on your upper lip to calm yourself. You can practice some deep breathing on your break, or even just go to the bathroom and get away from people and practice some deep breathing. You can listen to meditation music before you go into work and when you come home. You can journal when you come home to help you decompress and really express yourself and to release all of that energy that you have stored up throughout the day. Journaling is huge for me, and it's not even written journaling. If you want to get a pen, you want to put pen and paper, that's fine. You can write, you can get a physical journal, but I like to just use a recording app on my phone and record myself, and I have what I call a verbal journal, and I just talk about my day, and I find out where the stressful spaces were, where my triggers were throughout the day. And, I isolate those moments, and I complete shadow work on them, and I create boundaries with myself. And I talk to myself about the boundaries that I need to create with other people if other people were involved in that situation. Journaling is a really great way to decompress, and you need some decompression in this space, because I get a lot of, this is fear. It's not really anxiety, but I get a lot of anxiety coming with this. Like, am I doing the right thing? Like, I want to do the right thing. And you are. The biggest thing with you is the fear. I'm getting the only thing to fear for you is fear itself. It's literally the fear that's going to drain you of your energy and cause you to really lean into the part of the Page of Pentacles that won't be beneficial for you, where he's making hasty decisions and he's skipping steps. And, we don't want you to do that. But things look like they're getting, better for you. And I'm really excited for you. And I hope that helps, Pile 2. Pile 2, I completely forgot this card for you. It states, I'm a person of great power, and I realize that my thoughts lead to outcomes. I am choosing the best feeling or thought in this and every moment. Again, to me, that connects to the fear, and the fear that you're going to make the wrong decisions, hasty decisions. If you follow everything by the book and you hold yourself accountable to that, and you don't make hasty decisions, and you do things throughout your day to help yourself decompress and relax, you're going to be fine. Choose the best thoughts. I'm also getting with you, food is important. Starting off with a good breakfast, starting off eating foods that are going to energize you, eating foods that are going to revitalize you and make you feel good, especially in the morning time. Do you not eat breakfast, Pile 2? It's time to start if you don't. I'm telling you, it's going to really help you change some things. So I hope that helps. Okay, Pile 3, let's talk about what is happening in your career right now, or what is about to happen very soon. So for me, what I'm getting for you, let's start off with the 5 of Cups and the Fool card. So it's like with the 5 of Cups, I can see that there was something disappointing that recently happened in your career, or that's about to happen soon, and it's going to cause you to go on a new journey. Now, this could either be a new career path, it could be a new field for you, it could be just this new position. I'm getting this feeling here of certain people being demoted. This is not for all of you, but I am getting a feeling of some people being demoted, or some people not getting the position that they wanted, and being frustrated with that. With the 5 of Cups here, there is, these cards do have 2 halves. And with the 5 of Cups, normally it's about, disappointment. But with this 5 of Cups, there are 2 parts. This bottom half is about the disappointment part, and this top half, which is the half that you received, is about making the best of what I have left. I always say with the 5 of Cups, those 3 cups that spilled over, they were full of poison. Sometimes we're excited for certain things to happen in our life because we have this idea of what they will be when we experience them. But sometimes that vision we have of what something will be doesn't exactly align with what it is when it comes into our life. And the 5 of Cups for me is removing baggage from your life, or the trash taking itself out. Rejection is protection. And if you're not already focusing on the 2 cups that you still have that are standing up and contemplating on how to get emotional fulfillment from what you do have in your life, you're being encouraged to. So like I said, something disappointing happened with your career, but there is still opportunity there. And see, the opportunity, again, like I said, rejection is protection. The opportunities that you have left are really the opportunities that are going to help you to reach your career goals. It's not what you didn't receive. It's still inside of what you have now. You just have to learn how to make the best of it. So let's say this. Let's say you were up for a manager position and you didn't get it and you were super disappointed. That manager position is more than likely toxic, and it would be toxic to you, it would be toxic to your life. So they want you to keep building your skills here. And by they, I mean your spirit team, your friends who support you and love you. Make the best out of what you have in front of you, and another opportunity will present itself that is more in alignment with your true goals and your true desires. And not just your vision for it, but your experiencing of it. The way you would experience it is going to be in alignment with your vision. And that is what is wanted for you. That is why I won't even call it an opportunity, because if it wasn't good for you, then it wasn't an opportunity. I'm telling you, it's the trash being taken out. It's the trash being taken out. And there is this new journey for you. I'm getting some people are going to quit their jobs because they are so disappointed with this. They are so disappointed and they feel like they're worth more. If that's where your intuition is leading, if that's where your intuition is leading you, and you have the savings to back yourself up while you look for a new position that sees your worth and your value, then that's what you do. I just don't want you to make any hasty decisions, because with the Fool is like full of enthusiasm. He's full of excitement and he's full of bravery. But there's another side to the Fool, and that side is like leaping before you look. It's making hasty decisions. So as long as you stick to holding on to that enthusiasm, holding on to, this desire for a new beginning, and use that in alignment with sensibility, then you are going to be headed in the right direction. I'm getting there's anxiety coming up with not having this. If you were supposed to get promoted, or you've been demoted, there's anxiety coming up for this. I'm getting like some of you guys were planning things. You were planning for things, and some of you might have even planned ahead, and let's say you already brought tickets to a vacation. Now you've been demoted, or you haven't received this higher position, and now you're afraid you can't afford this vacation. It's okay, sell the tickets. I'm getting some of you may have already jumped the gun with some sort of planning. Maybe you were planning for a house. Maybe you were planning for a new car. Maybe you were planning for a vacation, and you already put down a down payment into one of those areas, or into a particular area, and now you're afraid that you can't afford it. It's okay. If you can sell the tickets, or you can get your money back, do that. Or if you have to lose out on that money, if you can't get that money back, that's fine. Do not make a hasty decision, and leap before you look, and bind yourself to something that's going to drain you financially or drain you energetically. Okay, so if you do have to let something go that you were planning for, it's okay, just let it go. You're gonna get that and more, I promise you. With this lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance, luck is on your side. But like I said, it's going to be because you don't make hasty decisions. You look before you leap. You use this enthusiasm and this confidence to focus on, I'm getting your best assets. I'm getting you're qualified. I'm getting there's certain things that you are really, really freaking good at. And even if you did get demoted, or you didn't get that manager position, or that promotion that you wanted, there are people at your job who will like vouch for you, who will be a reference to your specialty, like this thing that you're really good at. I'm getting that what is wanted for you is for you to be acknowledged for your skill set. And this is exactly why all of this is happening. So you can get to a place, into a position, or with a company that values you and sees you as an asset. And I'm getting in that space, you will flourish. You will flourish. And in this new position, wherever you end up with this like learning as you go, that's exactly what's going to happen. Don't worry. And if something comes up that you normally like, if an opportunity comes up for you that you normally wouldn't take, but it gives you a chance to showcase like your talents and your skills, please take it, because it was sent for you. I'm getting for some people, you might get an offer letter, or someone might call you or send you an email to like set up an interview from a place you applied to a while ago and you completely forgot about. Take that opportunity. Take that chance. I'm getting for some of you, you might need to travel. When it comes to, if some of you are going into a new position, a new job, you might have to travel for this new opportunity. I'm getting, take the chance. You're gonna do great. You're gonna flourish. You're gonna be acknowledged for the talents that in this position where like no one was acknowledging you for it. I'm getting there's a person in particular that wanted to dim your light in this job. Like they did not, and like you were purposefully like not given that position, because you're already such a light in the position that you are, that if you were to go any higher, you would threaten that person. That person already feels threatened by you. So they didn't want to allow you to rise, because they knew you would rise to the occasion and, you know, shine even more. And they feel very threatened by you. And that's the energy that has kept you not thriving where you are. But where you are going to thrive, because there isn't going to be anyone around that are going to be threatened by your greatness. Instead, they're going to be inspired by it. So I'm really excited for you. And also with this advice card, I am satisfied with who I am, who I have become, and who I am becoming. I'm getting this may have really gotten you down, this 5 of Cups energy. I'm getting may have made you think that all the work that you've put in to this position hasn't been worth it, because no one has been acknowledging it. But I'm telling you, there is this energy here in this position that wants to like dim your light and keep you down, because they're threatened by you. But you are going to move on, and you are going to be acknowledged. And I'm going to need you to acknowledge yourself, because there's a particular skill you're very fucking good at. I shouldn't curse on YouTube. But there is a particular skill that you're very good at. You are very good at. And you're also not only are you very good at this thing, but you have a very unique way of going about it that people don't either people don't come across very often, or they never come across. And you're going to be adored for it wherever you are going. So know that you are worth being acknowledged for your skills and for your talent. You're worthy. You're very good at what you do. Give yourself that validation, because, you know, sometimes other people won't give it to you. But give yourself that validation now, because you're going places, and because you're so good at what you do, this is where this luck is coming in. Anyway, I'm very excited for you, Pile 3, and I wish you the best of luck. All right, bye.